I think being back on the big stage, especially with this roster, is going to bring a different aspect of our team. So I'm just really looking forward to how we're going to translate practice into the official games, and especially on the stage when there's going to be a bit more pressure and like people watching, and we know that communication is going to be a bit harder. So it's just going to be a new challenge with that roster, the international roster, and challenges is what we're here for. So we're going to just go in there, embrace it, and then come out better of it. OG being successful in Dota is one of the main reasons why we joined them and joined the whole organization, is because speaking with Seb mainly, and then a little bit to the other players as well, we knew that there is something that we can take from them that is an invaluable experience, if you will, that you wouldn't get from other players, other teams, or especially if you're not a part of them. Well, now that we are part of OG, they want us to succeed as much as they're succeeding. And so working on all of that with a roster is definitely going to help us in the later stages when we encounter some psychological aspects and problems or team issues that we need to fix. So there is a sort of good pressure. We know that excellency is the standard in OG, and that's what we want to reach. And when you have that in mind, then it sets you up to have a higher average level to make you a better team. Making this roster and putting it together was through some values that OG already has, and like that the OG Dota team shows in their roster, which is good understanding, allowing us to fail, allowing us to come back stronger if we don't manage to succeed at something. I mean, it's pretty obvious that we were trying to gather very good talents that are spread all over Europe and with ESA in the Middle East. And just making it all work together with the right balance of like people with less experience that are very hungry and really talented individually, and then more the experience of Alexi and me combined to really lead the team to victory and make the group solid as a whole. And those are the bases that are making our rosters, and we just want to capitalize on it with hard work. Yeah, the matchups we're going to have are pretty meaningful, especially the one ends. I mean, obviously being in the former team of Alexi and being removed from there, we definitely want to sort of prove a point, even though it's just a best of three. But we want to go in and we all have each other's backs, and we all had issues with our past teams or things that just didn't go well or anything it can be. And we just want to show that we can do things properly, and that we can build something just to beat them, and to show that, yeah, we're here, we're present on the map. So it obviously has some value, but we have to be clear that also for ourselves that this is just a game like any other, and just bring our normal strength into the match without thinking too much about what they will do and what happened in the past, and letting emotions being in the way. So it's going to be fun, that's all I can say. I mean, I hope a lot of people are going to tune in, because it's going to be a wild game, obviously, because we want to win at all costs. I think we're just going to look at the first 4 to 6 months in terms of creating and building an average level for the roster to a certain degree, and so raising all the bases and like growing on the same things together, which is communication, game understanding, individual level for the players, and just have that basis. And from there, once we are at a certain threshold that everybody is happy with, then we can go on and like tweak the things to make us the best team in the world. That is the general plan. Obviously, everything is not going to go according to it, because that's how plans go. But that's what we're striving for. And so we want to have some steps in a way, and on our peak days, win tournaments. And then in the future, have those peak days more and more often, and then be able to win more and more tournaments. The team that we have right now, OG CSGO, is going to be good to two things. First, we all work really hard and we want to be the best. And second, we have quite a lot of funny players. And thanks to the fact that we have to speak English within the team, there's going to be a lot of content created where you will see the insights of the team, whether it is serious or not serious. I mean, we have some jokers in the team. I think a lot of people know that Isai is not the most serious, and so him clashing with me, that is probably one of the most serious player on the scene, is going to create a lot of good and fun stuff. So I'm really excited to be able to bring this more into the open for everyone to see, because I think there's a lot of things that are untapped in Counter-Strike, and being able to bring that out. That is one side, but the most important is obviously going to be performance. We want to be the absolute best at what we're doing, and we're working really hard for it. So combining those two is probably going to be the best thing possible and for you to come in and watch.